Hello, book people. These are the top 14 books I read in 2014. This first verse is the contemporary fantasy verse. Coming back from the dead in the bodies of killers and punks. I got nothing but praise for the Jenkins Cycle by John L. Monk. She is tough as nails and she hangs with a guy who drives a big rig. She can tell how you'll die with a single touch, so read the Miriam Black series by Chuck Wendig. The Southern Reach is really creepy, that much is clear. It's strange and beautiful, it's Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Words and stories on the page, I read so many books this year. They all mean something to me, but these are the ones I hold most dear. Alright, this is going to be the sci-fi verse. You're trapped alone on a planet with science as your only friend. The Martian by Andy Weir is a book that I'd highly recommend. You want to read something creepy? Sure to scare off your socks. Check out The Dark World of Josh Malerman's Bird Box. An alien ship's coming towards the Earth, but it's like 50 years away. What would we do? Read A Sword into Darkness by Thomas A. Mays. Words and stories on a page, I read so many books this year. They all meant something to me, but these are the ones I hold most dear. I had to scroll through the lyrics a little bit there. This is the fantasy verse. Reading about Jean and Locke makes me feel like I'm eating lobster. Read The Lies of Locke Lamora and you too will be shouting, Thieves Prosper. This fantasy book from the 90s made me cheer and sob. Do yourself a favor and check out Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Who knew that eating metal could be so cool? Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson took me to awesomeness school. Words and stories on a page, I read so many books this year. They all meant something to me, but these are the ones I hold most dear. Alright, this is the modernish classics verse. It's kind of a loose category to catch all the rest of the ones that I couldn't get in the other verses. The writing's great, the concept's cool, the execution is ballsy. That's right, I'm talking about Old Man's War from the illustrious John Scalzi. You might know it by the name of the film, Children of the Damned, but I much prefer the book The MIDWICH CUCKOOS by John Wyndham. I've read a ton of books by this author, but here's the thing. 2014 was the year I finally read Salem's Lot by Stephen King. It's a historical novel about John Brown. The dialogue is oh so witty. Read The Good Lord Bird by James McBride and you'll be sitting pretty. Alright, technically that is not a modern classic. It was written like 1 or 2 years ago, but I didn't know where else to put it, so give me a break there. Words and stories on a page, I read so many books this year. They all meant something to me, but these are the ones I hold most dear. Alright, here it is. The favorite book of the year verse. Words can unlock people's minds, using them's a gift and a curse. At a special school you'll learn to use this skill if they don't kill you first. The prose is tight, the dialogue pops, there are many twists and turns. It hops around in time, which I'm a sucker for, and the stakes had me concerned. It opens with an exciting scene, I dare you not to love that first chapter. The cool thing is it pales in comparison to everything that comes after. I feel like this book was written just for me, you know what I mean. Lexicon by Max Berry is my favorite book of 2014. Words and stories on the page. I read so many books this year. They all meant something to me, but these are the ones that I hold most dear.